he wants for me because I know it's best. I know it's right. Even if it goes against everything I've valued up until this point, I've got to jump the ship of fools because it's careening to destruction. These people are bullies. These are the top money lovers that have forsaken their conscience to have stuff for this ephemeral, temporary existence. I mean, it's so stupid. They're not smart. They think they're smart, but how smart is that? Like Christ said, he said, what would a man give for his soul? If you gain the whole world and lose your soul, forfeit your soul, I mean, that's foolishness writ large. So how can you hate somebody like that? They're deluded. They're deceived by the evil one's going to drag their soul into Hades. That's where they're headed because their values, their belief systems are antithetical to God's. And so it's like oil and water. One has to prevail. It can't coexist. They can't in perpetuity. We've been coexisting, but it's getting very wearisome for the righteous. We're tired of it because, I mean, with all the diseases that exist out there, how many people die every year or every day in car accidents across America? Let's banish cars. Would save more lives than making people get vaccinated for COVID, right? How many people are dying of COVID every day? Okay, how about heart attacks? How many people die of heart attacks every day in America? Look up the stats for yourself. It's a lot. How about cancer? How many people die of cancer every day in America? So what do? You understand? Death is part of it, but yet no, get a vaccine. Oh, you're bad. You're giving other people some. Now they're saying this unvaccinated person gave this little girl. I saw this on Inside Edition. I had to turn the channel. It's like, oh my God. Oh my God, wait a minute. That's illogical. You're vaccinated. You're inoculated. You're protected. How on earth can you blame me? They say, well, the vaccine's not safe for little kids, so we can't give them to little kids, and so they're still vulnerable. So the vaccine's not safe. What if somebody's got the metabolism of a little kid? So what are the implications here? What's the ramifications from vaccinating somebody under 13 or whatever it is? I don't know. I'm as confused as the next guy. So I'm not speaking with any authority here. I don't know. All I know is I sure as hell hope the vaccine is safe. Because both my daughters, whom are in their 30s, took it. So you got to believe I want it to be safe. But if there's, I know there's a lot of people like me that say, I'm done, man. I got way too many shots in my life. I'm done. I'm not a pincushion. I can't take it anymore. I have an aversion to needles, a phobia. And there's a medical term for that. You can look it up if you might have that too. No, I can't do it. I'd rather die. I won't get a blood test. I'm not getting a spinal tap. I'm not doing any of that crap. And as an American, I thank God I have the constitutional right. I couldn't imagine if there was a nation on earth that didn't allow exemptions like religious exemptions, medical exemptions. I mean, just because I say constitutional exemptions, God-given right exemptions, for God's sake, friends, let's be Americans at least. And, there's, bullying and the peer pressure, it gets to be too much, man. You're over the top. Listen, what if I believed that the earth was overpopulated? Okay, and that was my big thing. That was my big walking around issue that I wanted to have out. I wanted to let people know. Stop having kids. Abort your babies. Come on, the earth's overpopulated. It's already reached and surpassed the earth's carrying capacity. How would you like that? And so peer pressure. I was constantly just badgering people. You got to abort your child. I see that thing growing in you, ma'am, and you got to, do the earth a service. Abort it. How would you like that? And how is that any different from what's going on with this vaccine? It's outrageous what you're putting people through because they choose not to get vaccinated. Outrageous. Fine, we know you believe it. Deluded or not, we get it. You really believe what you believe. You believe the science is unanimous when I believe it's not. I believe there's experts out there say, no, that's okay. People don't want to get it. I believe in it, they might say. I would get it. I got it. Or maybe they say, no, I've got a phobia, so I can't get it. Sorry, but it's just, I can't do it anymore. Whatever. But listen, friends, we got to just cool off. Okay, treat each other the way we want to be treated. If you need slack, give slack. If you need a break, give a break. Okay, that's what we need to do with each other. That's a golden rule. And that we can get along. We can learn to work this thing through. But, I digress, okay, a lot because, I wanted to mention this minimum wage and why this is such a thorn in my side. Okay, the federal minimum wage. We need a union. And if nobody else starts one, I got to start one. Start getting demand some media attention out there. We're going to go big. And it's going to cost the minimum wage workers, let's say $10 a year membership. A nominal fee, right? We would all agree that's less than $1 a month. In this day and age, that's nothing, right? So we'll start there. We'll start cheap, but we'll spread. And we'll get attention. You understand? The squeaky wheel gets the grease. Okay, I haven't worked on minimum wage for decades upon decades. Okay, so it's not for me. It's for my brothers and sisters out there whom are every bit as important as I am, or you, or anybody else. It's my whole nation that's at stake here. The standard of living, people not living in slavery. That's what it's about, being oppressed, hopeless to ever enter middle class, home ownership status. That's wrong, it's immoral, it's un-American as hell. It's an American dream you snatched. I know how they did it. Because if the Federal Labor Department had been looking after the interests of the federal minimum wage workers, even just a little bit, they had every justification in the world to come out and do an annual press release, press conference, questions and answers. And if the press said, wait a minute, I know some other groups aren't going to like this idea that you're going to raise minimum wage, and they're going to object because that's coming out of their pocket. That's like a tax on them, making labor more expensive. You understand? Then we would have had the conversation right there. We said, yes, our market's being manipulated. Oh yes, housing, yes. These investors, they seem to be colluding. Maybe they're not. We don't know. But silently colluding, so we can't prove it. There's no evidence. But these investors, yeah, so they're buying everything up, and they're sitting on it, and they're regulating them out on their terms so that they can set the prices, fix the prices. You understand it? This is what the Federal Labor Department could say they think might be possible. So they don't get in too much trouble with the employers, the bosses, the masters, okay? Because they know those people are going to be pissed off when they hear the wages are going up. They say, well, blame correctly. Okay, blame those that are causing the cost of living to increase, thereby debasing your money, making it worth less. So just to stay even Steven, this is why we're giving the federal minimum wage workers a raise. And if you don't like that, then get to the bottom of it. You get how this could have worked and would have worked? And your money should steadily go up in worth until what? You understand? All the evil men know exactly what I'm trying to convey to you, what I know. If money would be rendered irrelevant. If it kept increasing in worth, we'd all be prosperous. We'd have all the stuff we want. Be sharing of each other's labors freely because God created us to not be useless pustules, to want to be appreciated and useful in society somehow. It's normal as a day is long. To not want to do those things is abnormal. Something with anybody that doesn't want to contribute, to give. It's an instinct. Give, give, give. Give of yourself, your talents. Thank God for your existence. The earth's been handed to you on a silver platter. Everything is yours because it's your Father's, it's God's, and the earth is His, and now it's yours, and you're all prosperous and secure and free. You think that's what the evil men want to hear? You know it's not. These are the slavers of old, since the origins of money, the inception of any and all forms of money. That's where these men, that the evil genius behind it, the same mentality, caliber of people run the show today. We're in trouble. They've got us pulled down this demonic rabbit hole toward hell a long way. We're in this freaking cesspool up to our ears. And I'm trying to tell you, friends, we've got to be sorry. We got to stop being mean to each other. We got to start living by the golden rule. It's called ethics. Is there anything wrong with that? Aren't all our laws supposed to be based on ethics? That there's something, must be something morally wrong with what you did. You went into a bank and stole money with your finger with a note. That's immoral. It's unethical. You're going to jail. Well, I needed money, and you know, I didn't want to hurt anybody, so I was only using my finger. I risked my life to do that. So how hard are you going to be on me? Oh, you're going to jail for it. So it costs the taxpayers a bunch of money. I mean, it's stupid, okay? It's just, the entire system is stupid. And like I point out, how many turds in the punch bowl does it take to render the punch inconsumable? Okay, one itty-bitty turd. Way too much for me. But we live in a society where those are the people that really are infecting us and affecting our reality. It is the turds. One criminal on planet Earth, a thief, that would dare enter your car, your home, something else that you have, and steal something. So now we all got to have locks on everything, and we all got to carry around keys because of one turd in the punch bowl. You understand how this works? So they're the ones controlling reality, telling you, focus on this, focus on that, only this. That's all we're going to talk about now. Yeah, I resent the implications thereof. It sucks, man. I mean, we live in a really sucky society, and we got to admit that. It's bull. The propaganda is over the top, man. We got to get over it and say, no, we demand to get to the bottom of things. We demand to hear opposing opinions on things, other experts, but they won't allow it. You understand? I mean, it is a complete blackout of any other opinions out there. Okay? It is, and that's sick. That's heavy-duty propagandization, man. That's like brainwashing, shoved down. You're going to get that. We're going to shove you, all of you, vaccinated or not, you're going to get the way we believe, and you're going to believe it's a unanimous expert opinion, and that end of story. Got that? We're going to keep at you, and we're going to just keep coming at you, henpecking you until you believe with the way we tell you to believe, damn it. So a federal minimum wage workers union is what we need. Get media attention in there. Charge a nominal fee to get the minimum wage workers signed up, or anybody that wants to join the union, because your wages could be insufficient, let's put by far, to live a middle-class life like you used to be able to do on a federal minimum wage. See, we're going to have this conversation. We're going to start forcing the discussion, the conversation on the mainstream media. That's what needs to be done to demand justice. And it's going to have to get to the Congress and the Senate and the legislators and the executive branch. They're all going to have to get it at the Federal Reserve. You got it? We're going to have the discussion about this ever-growing debt with the Federal Reserve. We're going to have that discussion, the effects thereof. We're going to have that discussion. We're going to force it on the mainstream media. These are the things that need to be done. So somebody more well-spoken and charismatic than I can start something like that. Otherwise, I mean, if I don't hear of anything starting soon, maybe I'll start it. You know, accost me. You see me out in town, you know, accost me. I don't care. Let's talk about it. I'm trying to get an innovators group together, so, you know, maybe make it a twofer. But, yeah, I got to do something, man. I got to give. I want to contribute. I got great ideas. Design people will love some of the stuff I got. But money is a big fat obstacle to innovating. Big pain in the butt, man. You know how much money you need? Oh, yeah, good luck. I mean, just try to join one of these invent help groups. Thousands they want right up front. Thousands. And most of the ideas never get out there on the marketplace. So it's tough, and I need some help. I want other people, but I want to sit down. So I want COVID to blow over before I put an ad in some periodical or newspaper or whatever. Because I'm trying to get away from online. I don't want to do emails. And I've got text on my phone. We can do it like that. That's fine. I got ways to do it. Okay, but I want to get together with people. I want to do what I can to devote my life to others, man, and to God. That's devoting my life to God by extension, to my fellow man. Every one of our lives are equally precious to God. We're beloved far more than most of us are cognizant of on a regular